by night and the cloud by day, the same burning chariot that take up Elijah, the same star that was the wise men follow to land on that where the manger, where the man who all know as Jesus Christ was being born. The same cloud that come and receive him when he rise back from the dead. Them same chariots gonna come and destroy this place. Thus said the Lord. That's right.
Zechariah 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What sayest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, the length thereof 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side according to it.
And so the flying roll, right? Just imagine this. When the Israelites came out of Egypt, it was millions of them. So what cloud you know could cover millions of people? But all they don't read. What cloud covering millions of people? And he does that. That was a chariot of the Lord. The same thing all they know as UFOs. The most I dealing with that the chariots of Israel. Millions of people, but a cloud shading them from the heat. All the people just like to go in church and sit down and listen to a filthy man. Spew out his shit by. But they're going to come to you just now. The most I on the way, Yahushua will come. Yahushua is coming quickly. Like the name of the Allah, page, done.
Jeremiah 7 and 4, trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these.
Right through the pastor telling all you blessed and highly favored. That's the most foolish shit I ever hear. Because let me tell you why. The blessing is prepared for Israel. But some have to go through it by pain and suffering. So the blessing that all you have is to turn back. 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14. Bawakasha, somebody. Because unless 7 verse 14. Unless all you do this when the most I say here, all you have to go through the fiery crucible.
This is 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14. It says, If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves.
So which part in history the most I ever say, this is my people, and he give them a name? Plenty of you won't be able to answer that, but we go tell all you that what we're here to do. Tell all you what the most I say, not in pride, but because we know that the time running out and we're looking to seal the elect. So the most I say, if my people, which are called by my name, right?
Humble themselves and pray and seek my face.
Right. So the most I say, seek his face. That going into his identity, his image, not this white Jesus. So if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves, right now all the Israelites most proud. So he said, my sheep shall hear my voice. So that's what we're doing here right now. We're singing a song. And it's only a few men could understand that song. That's who we outside here for. The rest of all you just gonna be fuel for the atoms to heat up more. When the nuclear missiles drop and the radioactive dust flying all across the earth, all it's just gonna be fuel. That was it there?
It says, and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Because why? The scripture said in Deuteronomy chapter 28, right? He shall send you, it's Maccabees, 1 Maccabees chapter 1 verse 40 something or 30 something say, right? The strange, the people of our land became strangers. And it was defiled because blood was shed on every side of the sanctuary. Those white men back in 70 AD, right? When Esau went into the land Israel, and the real Israelites had was to flee to the western coast of Africa, some went to Europe. That's how we end up in the land of Ham. But the scripture said then, the Most High said, if you turn from your wicked ways, then he will heal the land. And really and truly only the elect going and turn. So all I have to say thank God for the few men who will try. God.
This is Hosea chapter 5 and 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction they will seek me early.
Now the scripture says, all knees shall bow and all tongues shall confess that Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua is the living power.
That's right.
But you know how that's going to come for some of you? Through pain and suffering. But then he said, there will be some of you that will not see that. Psalms 91 says, only with thy eyes shall I behold the reward of thy wicked. So it had to have something, if you read in between the lines, that going on separate a certain few from them who are going to have to be going through it. And that's why we outside here. We know destruction coming. We know times of war and tribulation is upon the face of the earth. So we try our best to please the Most High. And the meanwhile, all you do it, scoffing.
In Jeremiah 7 and 3, thus said Yahweh shall host, the God of Israel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place.
Amend means to bring together. Correct. So what was the ways that the Most High gave you to follow? Deuteronomy chapter 28 tell you about all the ways, the law, statutes, and commandments. So unless all the men, all the ways, all the way to get no salvation, turn from all they doing, all they love pork so much. It's all kind of fish in the sea with scale. All they want to go and eat the cockroach, the shrimp, and the lobster. It's all kind of animals on the face of the earth. All they fuckers love pork so much. That's why Esau know the Most High don't like pork. So that's why he put it in his soap, and the empowerment, and your deodorant. That
Go along with it now. I love it.
Yeah.
Everything the so-called white man tell them, the master. Go along with it.
This is Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. It says, cry out loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. That one? Right, so the scripture says, cry aloud and spare not. We don't value this body we live in. Yes, if that come, we will have to trust on the Most High. But we don't care what you think. We outside here to see the kingdom of the Most High established.
That's right.
And if it means we have to perish, may Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua be with us.
That's right. This is First Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 21. It says, for after that, in the wisdom of power, the world by wisdom know that God is pleased. Yahweh, it says it pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Yeah, to save them that believe. Understand? By the preacher we saving them. You understand? But as the brother said, if you preach and some of us might die, guess what? So be it. This Philippians 1 and 20. According to my earnest expectation and my hope that in nothing I shall be ashamed. You understand? In nothing I shall be ashamed. Well, the scripture said, after pride cometh shame. You understand? So we humbling ourselves unto the Lord. You understand? So we cannot be ashamed because we trust in Him. But that with all boldness, as always, so now also Mashiach shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. You understand? So whether it's by life or death, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua cannot be glorified. You understand? We glorify the Lord with our life. You understand? We glorify the Lord with our life. So whether it's by death or by life, guess what? Yahweh Hashem Yahshua will be praised. Understand? But as the brother was saying that despite that we come out here and we warn and we tell people, hey, to far away all these abominations that you be eating, but they do not, because why? They believe what the so-called white man said there, Lord. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 25. Withhold thy foot from being unshod, and thy throat from thirst. But thou hast said, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go. You understand? That's what they used to. They used to doing wickedness. So they love the so-called white man, they will continue following him until death overtake them. Understand? Until death overtake them, then they're gonna say, Lord, we didn't know. But now you did know because he told you. That's what the scripture said. If you didn't hear us, even if one come from heaven, you're not gonna hear him. Because why? Not given unto you to hear.
That's right.
Only unto the elect. That's what the Lord said. I pray for them, I pray not for the world.
That's right.
But them that thou hast given me.
Right? Alright, this is 2 Timothy chapter 4 and start at verse 6. I'll start at verse 5. It says, but which thou in all things endure affliction.
Right. Scripture say, watch thou in all things and endure afflictions. And the best of your ability.
Do the work of an everlasting made full proof. Do the work of an evangelist,
Preach. Like preach.
make full proof of thy ministry.
Right. Yahweh Basham Yahushua is the name of the Most High. Not Jesus. Right. Not Christ. Not Yahushua. Not Yahuwah. Yahweh. And Yahushua. Basham Yahushua.
Done.
You know?
For I am now ready to be offended, and the time of my departure is at hand.
Right, so Paul said, I am now ready to be offered. Because why? Paul know the time of death was upon him.
Finish with it?
Yeah. So Paul know the time of death was upon him and he don't come to kill me. Now, if that shall have put away, may Yahweh Hashem Yahushua put the spirit on us to take it. Because why? We know that the end of this flesh would mean glory.
Done.
The end of this mortal body, that could be for the most right now lasting 70 years. And I plenty. The end of this gonna be glory. You know?
I have fought a good fight.
So he fought the fight. Outside here, he come outside in spite of where he boss, the mother, in spite of all the people think. The Apostle Paul come outside here and preach the word. You know?
I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept my faith. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness,
Right, we don't?
which the Lord Yahweh, the righteous judge, shall give me
Right,
at that day,
right,
and not to me only,
right.
but unto all them also that love his appearing.
Because why? The Apostle Paul said not only to me, but unto all them that keep the faith. Fight the fight.
You see what we said? Who love his appearing.
Can't.
So guess what? That's them who know. And that's them who hold fast. Because to them who don't know, when they see them chariots coming, in their mind they're aliens. That aliens coming to bring destruction. But we're gonna love his appearing because we know that is the Lord Yahushua coming.
That's right.
This is the book of John, chapter 17, and verse 20. It says, neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word. Through their word, they're speaking about who the elect. Because we come out there to preach unto the elect and to the 1/3. Right? Men, women, and children. Right? So it says, here it says, neither pray I for, it says, John 17:7 says, sanctify them to thy word is truth. As thou hast sent me unto the world, even so I have also sent them into the world. Right? You fully left. It says, and for their sake I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through their word. Neither I pray for these alone, right? You are saying you pray for the elect alone, but for them also which shall believe, right? Which shall believe in the word we bring, right? Which shall believe on me through their word, right? 1/3. You understand?
So now two precepts here because we're talking about no dying. This is Psalms 15 verse 1. It says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who shall ascend into thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? he that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. So he ain't just speaking this word, you gotta also believe. Because the men that so-called say they leave off being a Hebrew Israelite, they never believe. Because if you didn't believe, then they would never make such a stupid or an asinine statement as you left off being a Hebrew Israelite. Because you will know that you cannot stop being a Hebrew Israelite. Being a Hebrew Israelite is a nationality. You cannot stop being an Israelite.
That's right.
You understand? So the men that speak the truth from the heart means that you have to believe in the way it's doing. It says, he that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh a reproach against his neighbor, in whose eye a vile person is contempt, but he honoureth them that fear Yahweh Shai, he that swear to his own hurt and changeth not. And that is the point. He that swear to his own hurt, by you taking up this man to you know, hey, it's still death do us part. You understand? And don't fear. The scripture says fear not. The scripture said fear hath torment. You understand? This is Acts chapter 20 verse 24. It says I start verse 22. And now behold, I go bound in the spirit unto Jerusalem, not knowing the things that shall befall me there, save that the Holy Spirit witnesseth in every city, saying that bonds and affliction abide me. But none of those things move me, neither count I my life dear unto myself, so that I might finish my course with joy, and the ministry which I have received of Yahweh Shai, to testify the gospel of grace of Yahweh. So he said, none of those things move me. Knowing that, hey, we could be taken up at any time and be put to death. None of those things moving us, because we still here.
Right.
Though one of us might be shut down on the forefront, guess what? We still have to come out here and preach. The Lord said he never gave us the spirit of fear.
That's right.
Understand? Jump over to 21 and verse 11. And when he was come unto us, he took Paul's girdle and bound his own hand and feet and said, thus said the Holy Spirit, so shall the Jews at Jerusalem bind the man that owneth his girdle, and shall deliver him into the hands of the Gentiles. And when he heard these things, both we and they of that place besought him not to go to Jerusalem. Then Paul answered, what meanest ye weep and to break my heart? For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Understand? So we ready? You understand? Like Bungie guys, we ready?
That's right.
You understand? You gotta make your mind ready. That's the reason that the Lord putting us through all this hell. You understand? All this hell so that a man will desire death. You understand? Because Paul said what? He desired to be with the Lord. When you desire to be with the Lord, you actually say in it, to hell with his flesh.
That's right.
You understand? To hell with his flesh. And that's how your mindset had to be. Right?
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier for Yahweh Shai and Mashiach.
Endure hardness, the scripture said, through much tribulation we enter into the kingdom of heaven. You understand? Through much tribulation. So we're gonna catch a lot of hell. And that is the only entrance that we're gonna enter into. Scripture said, they that live godly shall suffer persecution. So when you catch in hell, don't think it's something wrong, but it's something good. You understand? The scripture said, consider the high priest Yahushai. Hey, in Isaiah 53 said was a man acquainted with grief. You understand? So you can't say something wrong with you and say, hey, something right, because I suffering for the Lord's sake. But let none of you suffer as a murderer or a thief or evildoer.
Exodus 24 and verse 6. It says, and Moses took half of the blood and put it in the basin, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar, and he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people, and they say all that Yahweh had said will we do and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which Yahweh had made you concerning all these words. Right? So when you enter into this, that covenant you make with the Lord, you can't fall out of this thing. Right? There's a bond. You know?
You're not backsliding in this.
So that was it. You enter into this and you say, you're not like no more. Nothing like that.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Yeah. Hey, when you look up drawing back, it means to be afraid. So afraid that you can't even speak. So afraid that if, Esau come here and take us up, you go deny the Lord. You understand? If any man draw back, my soul have no pleasure in him. You understand? You can't, guess what? Peter denied the Lord through fear. But guess what? The Lord had mercy on Peter, but you can't call yourself Peter. That was Peter's luck. But Paul's luck is not see Paul's luck. You understand? You can't, the scripture said, if you deny him, he will deny you. You understand? So guess what? The best thing to do is deny yourself by taking debt. But the woman in Maccabees said to her, she said, take thy debt.
That's right.
You understand? The most likely the worst things unto you. You give up your crown because you feel a little pain. That's why you'll be praying and asking the Lord for strength. Exactly. Pray for strength. You understand? Because we cannot need it. The time that we enter into, we cannot need it. This thing is this truth we are not a game. You need to stop thinking of it as a game. You understand? Because they're preparing us for manhood. And the hour of manhood is the time of Jacob's trouble. So that is we're actually going to show who is a man and who is not. That's right. That is manhood. You understand? Where boys will be forced to become men. In the time of war, boys will be forced to become men. And that is where they're going to have to step up to the plate. That is where they're going to have to step up to show where you've been learning. Where you've been learning on your time in the truth. You understand? Where you picked up.
Verse 39. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition.
Yeah, draw back into destruction. You running from this truth, guess what? You're going to be destroyed. If our brothers run because they heard about circumcision. Guess what? How you going to stand? A little blood, a little burn in your flesh, you afraid. You understand? How you expect to stand in the evil day? But guess what? Lack of faith, let's do that.
But of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
To the saving of the soul. You understand? We're not like them who can run. You can't run from this. Right.
This is First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse, I'll start from 36. It says, so bid they answered them not, neither cast they a stone at them, nor stop. It says, nor stop the place where they lay hid, but said, let us die in our innocency. Heaven and earth shall testify for us that ye put us to death wrongfully. It says so they
yes, they said die in innocency. Because like the I forget the name of the priest. But what they wanted them to do, they wanted them to eat pork. In the sight of the people, he said, nah, then some of the friends who are soldiers, they say, yeah, well, we'll give you law for meat to eat, but let the people think you're eating pork. And he said, nah. He said he would rather die and go down to the grave with his name clean, blemishless. And the scripture said that good name is better than fine ointment. You understand? So that die for Yahushua die first. If you want to get your head chopped off, hey, take your head chopped off. You understand? You can't deny the Lord. The serious thing, hey, if by now you realize that you're gonna have to die, that you might have to die for this, guess what? You need to get yourself ready. I ain't gonna say this is the wrong place. There's the time for you to shape yourself up, to prepare your mind, to do some spiritual let's call them push-ups and sit-ups, strengthen your mind. Because guess what? as much as your biceps and your body might be buff like Arnold Schwarzenegger in prime, guess what? If your mind weak, is it dead to you?
None.
You understand? Well,
I jump into 49. It says no, when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, now had pride and rebuked godly strength, and time of destruction and wrath, indignation. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous of the law and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
hey, you know what zealous? Zealous says jealous with a Z. Because jealous and zealous basically is the same word. When you're jealous about something, it show you your burning desire to protect it or to die for it. And we jealous with the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for his testimony. You understand? So if our lives are to be taken for this, then guess what? That is the Lord will, thy will be done.
Going on, it says, call to remembrance what act our fathers did in their time, so shall you receive great honor and everlasting name.
Hey, somebody read that in 2nd Ezra chapter 2. You understand? 2nd Ezra chapter 2, the crowning. You say, I looked upon Mount Zion. How are you going to receive glory? We're going to receive that glory in the kingdom. But we have to make it. Scripture says, blessed are them that enter into the gates of the city and are part of the marriage supper. You want to be part of that marriage supper? You understand? You want to be part of that marriage supper? You want to be part of that number?
That's
You
right.
understand? Now you want to be a part of that 144.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 42. It says, I saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praise Yahweh, the Lord with song, Yahweh, the Lord with songs, and in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest of the body, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
Hey, like brothers be getting dreams that they be getting crowned. Guess what? That is what we're looking forward to be crowned. You understand? To sit with Yahweh Shai in his throne. You understand? It don't mean all of us sitting on Yahweh Shai's lap. But mean what? All of us gonna share the same luxuries like Yahweh Shai, be rulers of the kingdom. You understand? We're gonna be rulers of the kingdom. Joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. We're gonna be joint rulers. We're gonna have the level of Yahweh Shai because the scripture said he was more exalted. But we're gonna be rulers with Yahweh Shai. The kingdom gonna be ours.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says,
And the kingdom is no place for niggas. That's why you niggas have to die. That's why you niggas have to die. Kingdom is no place for nigga. And guess what? Niggas now people is a mentality. Because I ain't no fucking nigga.
that's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 44, so I asked the angel, and he said, Sir, what are these? Answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal.
Yeah, the elect gonna live forevermore. They put off the mortal and put on the immortal.
Right?
We're gonna live forevermore with Yahweh Shai. Forever. Go ahead.
And have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive plans.
When you say what?
He said, now are they crowned.
Before that, he said, have confessed the name of Yahweh.
And
They confessed the name. And now they've been crowned because they confessed the name. The scripture said, confess his name among the heathen. So all they were talking about, oh, you don't need to know the Most High name. You people need to be fucking, let's call it, a shooting squad. You people need to line up and be destroyed. Talking about you people in IUIC need to be lined up and destroyed. The hell you can tell me I don't need to know the Lord name. I want to know who I worship him. Moses wanted to know, so why we can't know now? Hey, all you people in IUIC, if you don't come out to that, Moses is going to destroy you along with it.
that's right. The like nigga mentality. Right? The niggas, right? Because they can marry and do what they want.
Whereas,
Whereas,
you get a man to marry you. That's like Islam. That's like Islam because that's what Islam does do. They have little parties where they bring women and men choosing wife. You understand? That's what IUIC. Hiways is like it's basically like Freemason. That's what it is. There's Freemason, there's Christians, and a sect. Most I can destroy all the people in them false doctrines.
Back in 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 51, it says, call to verse 52. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandments and was made Lord of Egypt.
You say what? In time of distress.